Well, hello and welcome to Studio Classroom on the Air. Your English will improve today. My name is Gabe. All right. To all the single ladies, if you are discouraged because it seems like all of the good men are taken and you're not sure where to look for Mr. Right, this lesson is for you. There's a place out there full of tall, strong, and handsome men, and the best part is they're all perfect. What place am I talking about? It's called the Isle of Men. Isle of... Wait a minute. Does that say Isle of Man? It's called Isle of Man. Oh, well, ladies, I think you need to act fast because that man might be taken pretty soon. But first, let's continue with our lesson.
Isle of Man. There are so many activities to choose from that it's sometimes hard to decide where to start. For those who love the outdoors, a day of water sports might be just the thing. Nature lovers can explore areas where there is a huge population of birds and marine life. Those interested in the island's history and heritage should start at the Manx Museum. It's filled with treasures representing the island's 10,000-year history. The island has many ancient monuments and historic castles just waiting to be explored.
Hi everyone, welcome to Language Lab. 首先我们看的是 marine 这个形容词。Marine 是指海的或者是海洋的。例如 Chase is a well-known marine biologist who specializes in whales. Chase 是一位有名的海洋生物学家，他的专长是研究鲸鱼。或者是 The marine life in this region is under threat from an oil spill. 这个区域的海洋生物因为漏油事件而面临威胁。Marine 也指航海的或者是海运的。例如 Marine transportation is very economical for shipping bulky merchandise. 海运对于运送体积大的货物是非常经济的方式。接下来我们看 monument 这个名词。Monument 在这里是指历史遗迹或遗址。例如 Luckily, after the earthquake, most historic monuments in the city were still intact. 很幸运地，这个城市在经历这场地震之后，大部分的历史遗迹都还是完好无缺。或者是 The pyramids are amazing ancient Egyptian monuments. 金字塔是令人惊叹的古埃及文明的遗迹。Monument 也可以指纪念碑。例如 The monument was erected to commemorate the soldiers who sacrificed their lives in the Vietnam War. 这座纪念碑被树立是为了要纪念越战中捐躯的士兵们。
Thanks, Michelle. You know, Rebecca, I thought this first sentence was kind of interesting because it says there are so many activities to choose from that it's sometimes hard to decide where to start. The reason that's interesting is because, well, it seems like the smaller a place is, the more activities there are to do because it's easier to find out what they all are and record them in some kind of travel book or website.
That's actually a very good point because if you go to a bigger place, there might be a lot of things to do, but they're not all recorded in a book necessarily, or it might take longer to get from place to place to place.
Exactly.
So it's easier to decide, oh, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. But if there's so many things to do in a small area, you're like, what should I do first?
Yeah, and you might as well list them all out in some travel book so everybody can do it. So yes, there are a lot of things to do, so many activities to choose from that it's sometimes hard to decide where to begin. Friends, you see that phrase, there's so many something to choose from. You use this when you have the option to do many things.
For example, you know, here in Taipei, there are so many different tea shops. But when you finally choose the tea shop you'd like to go to, there are so many drinks to choose from sometimes it's hard to know which one to try.
That's true. I prefer the restaurants that have a really simple menu, like In-N-Out. There's like 5 options you can choose from.
Right. You mean the burger place that's found in the States?
Yes, exactly. Because I don't like to have a lot of things to choose from. It takes me forever to make up my mind.
Right. At In-N-Out, you just choose 1, 2, or 3. As simple as that.
That's right. Well, in the Isle of Man, there are so many so many activities to choose from that it's sometimes hard to decide where to start. For those who love the outdoors, a day of water sports might be just the thing. Rebecca, you love water sports?
I do. I love water sports. I love skiing or water skiing and jet skiing and wakeboarding.
Oh, remember when we did some wakeboarding in Taidong?
Oh, how could I forget? It was fun watching you fall.
Oh, I wish I could forget. Okay.
I guess not.
Well, our lesson says if you love the outdoors, water sports might be just the thing for you. Or a day of water sports might be just the thing. Just the thing. What does that mean? Well, this means the perfect thing or the perfect option for you.
For example, if you like the cold, if you like the snow, and if you like adventure, skiing might be just the thing for you.
That sounds like a great idea. So friends, think of another way to use this phrase. What is just the thing for you? Or maybe you know just the thing for somebody else to do. Nature lovers can explore areas where there is a huge population of birds and marine life. So far, Rebecca, would you rather do the water sports or go and check out the birds and marine life?
Let me think. Probably the water sports.
Yeah.
Because I do enjoy the ocean. I enjoy the water. I enjoy swimming. I mean, birds are nice too. And I do love nature.
Yeah.
But if I had a choice, probably the water sports.
Well, maybe I can swim among the whales while you do water skiing and wakeboarding.
Oh, so you're going to go swim among the whales.
Because I'm not very good at the water sports.
Right, so you'll do better swimming with the whales.
Right.
Wow, I didn't know that was an option, but...
I don't know.
Great.
But that is a kind of marine life, right? I'm just not sure if that's the kind you can see near the Isle of Man. But we do continue here. Those interested in the island's history and heritage should start at the Manx Museum. Well, if you love history, and Rebecca said yesterday that she does, then maybe you should go to the museum.
Wow, what a great idea. It's filled with treasures representing the island's 10,000-year history. And the island has numerous ancient monuments and historic castles just waiting to be explored. I do enjoy seeing a good castle, especially one of those historic castles, the ruins
well,
of
Rebecca,
a castle. Yes.
There are some there waiting for you. They're just waiting to be explored. And friends, you see that phrase? Something is just waiting to be something or waiting for something, right? You use this about something that you should take the opportunity to do. It's kind of a fun phrase to know.
For example, let's say that you just got home and you're really tired and you're really hungry and your mom says, "Hey, Johnny, there is a plate of food just waiting to be eaten."
And I'll be like, "Mom, that's great, but you forgot my name. It's Gabe, not Johnny." No, that was a good example, Rebecca.
Gabe!
I was thinking you were going to say, if I'm really tired and I go home, my bed is just waiting there to be slept in.
Well, that too, definitely. But it's really hard to go to bed when you're hungry.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Rebecca, you know, Taiwan is an island. The Isle of Man is an island. Is there something called the island mentality?
Hey, I'm glad you brought that up. Let's learn more about that in the Info Cloud.
Hello friends, welcome to InfoCloud. Carolyn, you come from a large country, the United States. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's a strange way to start a lesson. Why do you ask?
As you know, I grew up on a small island. I've always wondered about the differences between people from big countries and people who live on islands. You've been working here in Taipei for a long time. Do you notice a difference?
Oh, I see what you're getting at. There is an interesting term that has to do with people from islands. Island mentality.
Oh, I've heard of that term. It describes people from isolated communities that think they are better than other people. That's kind of a negative term, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Fortunately, it doesn't necessarily imply that people from island areas have this mentality. It describes anyone who is narrow-minded and ignorant toward things that come from other areas or cultures.
Oh, I remember reading an article from the New York Times that describes someone as having an island mentality because of the narrow-minded decisions he was making.
Yes, that is a common way to use this term. But people with island mentalities are also usually proud of their culture and heritage. They are just sometimes too proud.
Island mentality, 岛国心态，就是认为自己的族群是世界上最优秀的一种态度。当我们说一个人有岛国心态，不喜欢外来者 ，He has an island mentality. He doesn't like outsiders. 通常是指这个人心胸狭窄，对于外来文化缺乏包容度。请注意 ，island 不是指来自岛国的人都是这个样子，而是形容这种人非常封闭无知，对外来的文化或物品接受度很低的意思。这就是今天的 InfoCloud， 我们下次云端见。
Studio Classroom is on the air.
Welcome back to Studio Classroom, where we are learning about the Isle of Man. Can you find some handsome men on the Isle of Man? Men like Brad Pitt? Or perhaps someone like Tom Hiddleston? Maybe. Perhaps. I know something you can see for sure on the Isle of Man, and that is an interesting flag. Yes. You can see a lot more there as well. So let's continue finding out about what you can do on the Isle of Man.
Isle of Man. Castle Rushen, a must-see, is located in Castletown, the Isle of Man's original capital. The castle is considered one of the world's best preserved medieval castles. Food lovers can taste a wide variety of delicious treats. Numerous restaurants offer the catch of the day, fresh off the boat. Others feature homemade soups and baked goods. Visitors have a year-round calendar of events to choose from. The Isle of Man hosts festivals celebrating music, art, film, food, and much more.
Alright， 继续我们看的是 medieval 这个形容词 ，M-E-D-I 这个字根有中间的意思，所以 medieval 是指中世纪的。注意它的重音是在第二音节念成 medieval。例如 ，The background of the movie was set in medieval times。这部电影的背景是设定在中古世纪的年代，或者是 The restaurant's medieval decor attracts many customers。这家餐厅中世纪的装潢风格吸引了许多顾客。最后我们看 numerous 这个形容词 N-U-M-E-R 这个字根有数字的意思，所以 numerous 是指许多的或大量的。例如 Every month the band receives numerous invitations from around the globe asking them to perform. 这个乐团每个月都会收到许多来自世界各地的表演邀约。或者是 The royal couple has shown their affection toward each other on numerous occasions. 这对皇室夫妇在许多场合都在秀恩爱。And now let's get back to our teachers.
Thank you, Michelle. All right, this is so cool. There's a castle on the Isle of Man called Castle Russian. No, it's not a Russian castle. It's just called Castle Russian. We see Castle Russian, a must-see, is located in Castletown, the Isle of Man's original capital. Rebecca, have you been to a castle before?
Oh, yes, you bet I have. In Europe, I've been to several castles. There's this amazing castle in Germany called Neuschwanstein.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that. I've been there before, too.
Yeah, it's a beautiful castle. And there's a castle in Switzerland called the Castle of Chalon.
Oh.
I've been to that. It's a beautiful castle as well. And, of course, I've been to some castle ruins.
Well,
yeah.
if you visit the Isle of Man, you'll have a chance to see another castle, this Castle Russian. The castle is considered one of the world's best preserved medieval castles. And if you have a chance, friends, I guess you could go online and see some more pictures of this castle and the inside of the castle as well. It is kind of cool.
Now, if you enjoy food, you're going to like this next section. Food lovers can taste a wide variety of delicious treats. Numerous restaurants offer the catch of the day, fresh off the boat. So if you like seafood, you're going to really enjoy this place.
Well, this looks like the catch of the day in this picture. The catch of the day, friends, that's a fun phrase. That is the fish offered at a particular restaurant or a particular day at a restaurant. Or perhaps it's the best fish caught to be served that day.
And I would say that most seafood restaurants, especially those close to the ocean, offer a catch of the day. So if the waiter or waitress comes to your table and says, "What would you like to eat today?" You could say, "I would like the catch of the day."
That's a good point, friends. Remember, when you're visiting another country, learn how to talk to people like waiters and waitresses and other people who are serving you, okay? I would like the catch of the day, fresh off the boat. There's another phrase at the end of this sentence, fresh off the boat. That means straight from the boat.
And I really like seafood restaurants that are close to the ocean because most of the time, the fish that they offer, or I should say the seafood that they offer, is fresh off the boat.
That's right. Now, friends, this phrase, fresh off the boat, it can be kind of a rude phrase unless you're using it in the sense of talking about fish that is really straight from the boat. Okay, so let's continue on here from catch of the day, from fresh off the boat. We read, others feature homemade soups and baked goods. So if something is homemade, that means it is made at home or at this place by hand. It's not prepackaged. It's not a soup that comes in kind of a powder form first and then you add water. No, it's nice and homemade.
And in my opinion, there is nothing better than a homemade cooked meal or homemade fresh baked goods.
Oh man, yeah.
Yummy.
Rebecca.
Homemade cookies, homemade pie.
Yeah. I can make cookies. But I can't make homemade cookies. I mean, does it count? Does it count if I buy the cookie mix and then I just kind of add an egg and water and then like put it in the oven? That's homemade, right? I made it at home.
No, Gabe, that's not homemade.
Oh.
That's using a mix.
Oh, that's using
homemade is where you actually take all the separate ingredients, add them together, and then you cook them yourself.
Wait a minute, Rebecca. I think the better phrase for that would be to make something from scratch.
To make something from scratch.
Right? That is all the
correct.
separate ingredients and then you mix them together.
Exactly. So if you go to the Isle of Man and you go to some of these amazing restaurants, you can enjoy some homemade soups and baked goods. Visitors have a year-round calendar of events to choose from. The Isle of Man hosts festivals celebrating music, art, film, food, and much more.
And speaking of much more, tomorrow we're going to learn about what else you can see on the Isle of Man. It is quite interesting and dangerous, but right now it's time for the SC Challenge.
Yes.
It's all Rebecca.
Hey everyone! I know you are all very excited because it's time for the SC Challenge. Well, guess who else is excited? Our contestants. Let's meet them now. Who do we have?
Hi everyone, I'm excited, but my name is Peter.
Hi, Peter. And we have...
Hi everyone, I'm David, and I'm also excited.
Great. We have two very excited contestants. Well, today's lesson is about Isle of Man. Sounds like a very intriguing lesson. And see if you can answer these questions as I ask our contestants. So the first question I have for you is, which of the following words relate to the sea? A, marine. B, numerous. C, monument. Or D, hosts. Oh, that was close. I think it might have been David, though.
That's right. Okay, so I'm going to go with A, marine.
Is that your final answer?
It is.
That is the correct answer. Good job.
All right.
David has 1 point. So our next question, number 2. Where is Castle Russian located? A, Castle Village. B, Castle Town. C, Castle Court. Or D, Castle Home. Yes, Peter?
Castletown.
Castletown. Are you sure?
Yep.
Well, that is correct. Good job. So far, Peter has 1 point and David has 1 point. This is the game point.
All right.
So, last question. If you eat a fish that was freshly caught that day, you could say that it is A, a yummy catch. B, a good catch. C, a fresh catch. Or D, fresh off the boat. Yes, Peter. I think that might have been Peter.
A fresh catch.
Are you positive?
Yeah?
Really?
Very.
Sure. Okay, that is correct. Good job. The answer is fresh. No, it's not fresh catch. What are you talking about? No, that's not correct.
Okay.
Okay, David, you get a try.
Yes, it is D, fresh off the boat.
D, fresh off the boat. That is correct. I know you got a little too excited for a moment, Peter. So our winner today is David. Good job, David. Peter, next time. Well, friends, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Okay, Rebecca, it seems like there's a lot to do on the Isle of Man. What sounds interesting to you?
Ooh, I think I might be interested in the food portion.
Okay, eating the homemade goods. Oh, the catch of the day.
The catch of the day. And of course, the charming villages and towering cliffs.
Would you like to see a motorcycle race?
Well, we might be able to see one of those, right?
That's right. We'll learn all about that tomorrow right here on
Studio Classroom.
At all times, a friend cares at all times, a friend endures at all times, a good friend lasts a lifetime. I am so proud to have you in my life. A good friend lasts a lifetime.